Hi, welcome to Entrepreneur Empowered. I am your host, attorney Sid Pedinti. I'm a business and intellectual property attorney from Los Angeles, California. I build and create businesses. I help companies and I help entrepreneurs understand how to structure their business, how to create new services, how to create new programs, how to protect them. In today's episode of Entrepreneur Empowered, I'm going to talk about how you can start your own consulting firm, or a digital marketing agency, or perhaps even a coaching firm. You are now tuned in to Bashani Radio, so I welcome you here. Before we get started, I'd like to say that last month we had over 570,000 people tuning in, engaging, and interacting with me on Facebook and on my website, asking for specific solutions, asking for certain mechanisms that they wanted to understand. And so in today's show, I'm going to address those topics. So I thank those individuals who have taken the time to reach out to me and ask me the different questions. Also, if you're tuned into iHeartRadio, we've just received notification that we've had, a lot of people actually asking questions again about topics relating to online marketing, online consulting, and especially it looks like many individuals, and you may be in this boat as well, many individuals who are reaching out to me have ideas, have extremely valuable insights into industries or a particular job, and have solutions that they believe can make a true difference in the marketplace. And I believe you because that's how I ended up as an attorney. I imagined many solutions in the past before I was an attorney, and then I went through the legal system to get trained on it. However, the beauty of the online digital consulting firm model is that it allows you to step outside your existing job. For example, I'm an attorney, but I have other businesses outside the legal realm. The consulting firm model allows me to take those non legal ideas that I have and transform them into products and services, courses, or programs, things that can generate revenue for me consistently, day after day, in a predictable manner. And so the consulting firm model, in particular, the online consulting firm model, allows an individual who has ideas, who has insights, who has knowledge, right, to step outside their day to day routine and monetize some of these ideas, bring some of these ideas to life, and take those simple concepts and actually turn it into revenue. So, if you're wondering, okay, what is he talking about? How can somebody take these ideas and transform it into a business or a product and service quickly, right? Without spending a lot of money, without spending a ton of time behind it, without making other sacrifices in your personal or your business life, right? Existing life, but trying to build something that can be very meaningful, that can be worth a lot of money, that can be worth personal and financial freedom, right? Maybe that's the ultimate aim as you're getting older, you have a family, you need more time with your family. You need more time away from work. You need to enjoy life. You need to be able to accomplish your dreams, right? Everything requires additional revenue. And that's just the fact of life. No matter what stage you're in, you need more revenue at any given time. Even millionaires, multimillionaires, even billionaires need more revenue because if you're not making more of it, it's either going up or going down. There is no such thing as sustaining at the same level, right? Every month you have bills, you have personal bills. If you have a business, you have business bills, overhead. If you have staff and employees, then you understand that there's mouths to feed. You have responsibilities as a business owner. You have responsibilities as a parent, as a person, even if you're not a business owner at home. And if you're not able to make certain ends meet, or you find yourself in certain months or certain times, in times of difficulty, then keep in mind that it's your responsibility to step out and do what you have to do. One option is to go get another job, right? That's perhaps the one quickest thing that people do. You need more revenue, you go get another job, a part-time job, maybe 2 jobs, maybe even 3 jobs. Over the last 10 years, or rather 12 years of having my bankruptcy practice, I have seen thousands of people in that rat race where they're just running job to job, some of them doing 3, 4 jobs just to make ends meet. And this is one person plus, the husband, and let's say the wife is out there doing 2 jobs. So if you're taking care of, if you have to take care of your family and you're out there working 14, 15, 16 hours, 18 hours a day, how are you spending quality time with your kids, with your loved ones, right? Who's doing that? Who's reading books to them? Who's training them? Who's educating them? Who's engaging their brain to think outside the box, right? To stay ahead of the trends. Are you looking to just keep up and keep catching up? Or are you looking to be ahead of the curve, right? Gain the competitive advantage. If you observe the successful people around you, there's one thing in common. It's their ability to identify trends or use their inherent talents and skills and monetize it. It can be in a job, right, where they've found the mechanism to tap into their inner potential, perform and outperform others around them, get recognized, and shoot up in their career very quickly. You see those individuals around you all the time, right? Somebody your age in a position that would normally take you 5 or 10 years to accomplish or to be in that same position at your workplace. How did they do it, right? Are they brilliant? Are they just geniuses? Do they have something that you don't possess? I don't think so. But the one thing they have been able to do is tap into their inner genius, right? We all have those inner geniuses, but it's about the ability to tap into them, a mechanism, the tactics, right? The specific things that you have to do, the rituals that you have to perform to tap into your inner genius. And that's the idea behind starting a consulting firm. It's your ability to bring your ideas to life, transform them into products and services and digital assets that have a lot of value down the line that can transform into an actual enterprise. Every big Fortune 500 company was started very small. It started as an idea, whether it's Unilever, whether it's Pepsi or Coca-Cola. These things started out as an idea, perhaps even on one single piece of paper somewhere, right? And that paper, hopefully for you, is the one that I'm working on. If you're hearing the audio presentation, I welcome you to jump online on your computer or on your phone to startaconsultingfirm.com. You'll see the details of the presentation today. And if you're watching this online, if you're watching the video, I welcome you to send us an email. As you can see, this is on Google Sheets or Google Documents. I'm going to be working on this format today, and I'm going to share this with you. So I welcome you or invite you to jump onto startaconsultingfirm.com and email me asking me for this particular video or this template that I have here in front of me. I have copies of this on Google Documents. Just send me a quick email and ask me for this template, how to start a consulting firm template, and I'll send it to you free of cost. Just send. All I need is your email and your name, and I'll send you this via Access and help you actually fill out this blueprint so that you have in your hand a blueprint that you can help that can help you start the consulting firm, the business of your dreams, help you tap into your inner genius, help you step outside your comfort zone, right? If you're looking to step outside your comfort zone, if or you're looking to step outside and do something different than what you're doing, then hey, this may be an opportunity. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully that introduction made sense and why someone should start a business. Let me tell you one or two quick benefits of a consulting firm. Number one, you require almost no upfront capital. We're talking about very simple things. You need a website, you need a simple presentation, you need perhaps a landing page of some sort to capture some leads and have them qualify, and that's really it, right? And a Facebook account to launch some ads, and if you want to do Google advertising, then a Google account, and that's about it. So we're talking maybe $1,000 or less, 500 to $1,000. You can create an entire business nowadays, right? How about that? Isn't that amazing, folks? You live in an era where with less than $1,000 or even like $500 if you have to, right? You can start a business that's capable of producing $5, $10, $20, $30,000 in revenue every month or more, depending on how you scale it. Obviously, as you start making money, you invest it back into the business where possible and grow it even more. So the first thing we want to talk about is the format for starting your consulting firm. There's 10 different topics or 10 different components that go into starting your own consulting firm or digital marketing firm, a coaching firm, even a software firm. This model applies there. Actually, this can apply even to a professional service firm. The first thing you want to identify is your market, who they are. The second thing we'll talk about is your actual message. The third thing is the digital assets that you need in place to launch your company. The fourth is the marketing hooks that you need in place so that you can capture the exact clients that you're looking for. The fifth thing that you need is a client engagement mechanism, okay, a sequence that once you capture the clients, helps you engage them, identify the problems they have, and then be able to solve them. You also want to have, number 6, a good screening mechanism in place so that you're not wasting time with clients who are not ready to move forward or people who are just going to waste your time. As in many industries, they call them the tire kickers, right? I like to just say the freemiums. These guys come and try to pick your brains with no intention to purchase. You want to build a business that has people who are engaged, who are ready to interact with you, who would love to have you work with them. And having these screening mechanisms is critical to accomplish that. The next thing you want to have, number 7, is a client conversion mechanism. Okay, possibly 2-3 different mechanisms in place that help you attack the market in different ways. The 8th thing you want to have is a system to generate referrals so that you can boost your overall profit margins and your ROI. Referrals, as you all know, are the number one most easiest persons to convince, right? They've already been sold by somebody else. Somebody has done the sales process for you and referred them to you. At this point, it's almost a no-brainer. Number 9 is a technology and automation system so that you can identify all the different technologies that you have that you need in your business so that you can operate it from with nothing more than just a phone and a laptop. That's the beauty of a consulting firm. That's all you need: a phone, a laptop, and perhaps even just a phone, right? So when we talk about number one, your market, what I want you to think about is identifying who they are. So in this particular video, I'll give you an example of how we are actually creating this particular company, startaconsultingfirm.com. The process behind this entire company and how we are targeting individuals and entrepreneurs like you, identifying the message, identifying the core problems, and the exact systems that we're using to build this company is what we're going to walk through. This is the format that if we're teaching you this, I'm, you know, surely going to be implementing the same thing as well, hopefully. So let's identify the age group. Well, we're looking for individuals generally between 24 and up, right? I find, but let's even say 25 and up, all the way to about 64, 65, in my experience, has been the age range of all my clients. That said, I do have some individuals and business owners I represent who are in their 80s, but it's not very typical. So let's say 25 to 64 is my prime market. What are some of the interests that my core market is looking for? So that's the second thing you want to think about. What are the interests? And here I want you to think about Facebook marketing, because that's going to be a really good tool for you to advertise your business. And Facebook marketing allows you to pinpoint your clients based on specific interests that they have. So here, let's say you, the audience, the entrepreneurs that are listening to me, that are hearing me walk through this, have some interest. So these can be about entrepreneurship. These can be about how to start a business. This is about how to bring an idea to life or how to increase revenue, right? And in specific, what interest targets are we looking for? And so here I mean things like what you're reading. You may read Entrepreneur Magazine. You may listen to Tony Robbins or Damon John, or you may read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki books. You may be watching Shark Tank and have inspirations from there, or maybe other related shows similar to that. You may even have a Facebook account, right? An admin account that you've been testing for a while. So these are all the different targeting options that I have identified. You, the entrepreneur who might have already, who probably has a business or maybe is looking to open a new business, may have, right? These are the different topics that you'll be interested in. So next is the needs and the wants. What are some of the needs of my target market? Well, number one is how to start a business. Step-by-step procedure. Starting a business is very confusing, so many people want help, like what I'm showing you right now today in this video and presentation, how to start a business, how to identify the market, how to go after the message. So in this particular one, number A, how to, the needs are the step-by-step processes behind how to start a business. Number two, how to make more money, how to make money in the business, right? How to market the business. So that's marketing. All right, so the next one is behavior. I also want to identify particular behavioral traits that I can capitalize on. So here, like I said, it might be somebody who opened a Facebook page account that shows that, okay, they're looking to open a business page account. It might be something that they purchased, right? Business-related products or services. Or maybe they attended a workshop of some sort related to these topics. These are particular behaviors that give it away, that are options on Facebook or Google, for example, where you can pinpoint clients based on their current behavior, based on what they're looking for, based on what they're thinking. So in your business, I want you to think about some of those things and identify who are the looking for, right? If they have an interest in a specific topic and that's related to your business, who are they following? Who's the leader in that space? Who's the authority that they look to? Um, what interests do they have? What are some of the things they're typing on Google? The keywords, like identify those things because those are what you're going to use. How to start a business, how to market my company, right? So these are all good keywords. And this is also important because it allows you to use those keywords throughout your marketing campaign and your company. And that's exactly what your products and services are going to be, addressing what people are looking for. Let's talk about your message. In your message, we want to be as short and clear and concise as possible. So try and keep your entire message behind what you guys do, what your company does, in 5 to 10 words. 5 if possible, 10 if you cannot. Here is very simple. Start a consulting firm. That's our message. That's what we are talking about today. I am walking you through the step-by-step individual processes behind starting a consulting firm. So keep this in 5 to 10 words is my recommendation. And that's also advantageous because it may be trademarkable when it's shorter, when it's more recognizable, okay? So identify the message here. So what's the problem in the marketplace? The problem with many entrepreneurs are they are confused. On how to start a business. They're also confused on how to market a business. So what is the result of that? The result is that they have lower income. The result is that they cannot accomplish their goals. The result is also that they have, um, you know, broken promises. Broken promises to their spouses, right? To individuals in their life that they promised, hey, my business is going to work, or this job is going to do this or that, and in 5 years I'm going to make $1 million. We have all said those things, and very few people have actually accomplished that. So for the mass majority of us, how do we get out of the race, right? How do we accomplish more? And if we don't know how to start a business, we're not able to make more money, supplemental money, and we're maxed out on our jobs, then what's the next step, right? We're stuck. No income. I cannot accomplish my goals. Broken promises. Poor relationships. No sleep. These are all realities. So what's the solution? A simple step-by-step process that shows entrepreneurs how to start and market their business. Right? Nice and simple. So what do you need? Well, you need a WordPress site, a simple website. You probably need some landing pages. You need a Facebook account. You probably need a Google account and then a YouTube account. So these are all related. And you need, that's about it. That's all you need. And maybe a calendar sort of page so somebody can book an appointment with you. And those are the assets that you need to start your company. Okay, so that's your message. Here's the message. So break down the problem. Are you confused about how to start a company? Are you confused about how to market it? Okay. The result of that is no income, cannot accomplish goals, you're breaking promises, you have no sleep, you want to do more. You're not able to break out of your shell. So what's the solution? A simple step-by-step process that shows you exactly what to do, how to put it together, and how to market it. What are the tools required? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So identify that in your business on how you can simplify the problem, the result, and what solution you're offering, and the tools that are required to make that solution possible for your client. Make sense? Let's talk about digital assets, number 3. So what do you need? A good website and landing page. Um, you know, here you probably need a good home page. You need a good services page. And if you offer a few different options into what you do at different points of engagement, then you can have something like a webinar page, maybe even a workshop page, perhaps a blog, and a contact us. Okay? So now you have a good authority website and some landing pages built in. Let's talk about how do you create something digital that can be used, right? A digital asset. How do you take your ideas, your thoughts, your talents, your experiences, your insights, and transform them into some sort of asset, a digital asset? The easiest way to do that is a PDF, right? Write about a subject you know. Here's what I'm doing. I'm showing you in this PDF the step-by-step process on how to start a consulting firm. And once I finish writing out this particular template that I'm going to be sharing with you later on, once you reach out to me and ask me for it, I'm going to make this a PDF and publish it. A step-by-step guide on starting a consulting firm. Here it is, 10 steps with each thing in there, with this example of this video. It's something I can sell now, right? So think about creating a digital asset. So here, articles or blogs or white papers that address the problem and offer solution. That address the problems that your clients are facing. Okay? Another way to do that is through content, is through storytelling. If you produce a lot of content for your business on social media and other channels, then you're telling a story. So make a story. A good way in a consulting firm model is a personal story, right? As I shared with you, my law practice and other things I involve in don't allow me to really bring my true ideas to life. And that's why I start consulting firms. That's why I help people start consulting firms. It allows me to step outside one mindset and be diverse and be flexible, be able to pivot in different directions, be able to bring my talents and ideas and experiences and make money out of it, right? That's my personal story. I'll, I have a tough life. I have a kid, and life is very busy. It's very hectic. We have no help here. I moved countries with my wife, and life is extremely hard for us. And so that's one of the reasons I'm helping others who face those situations do the same thing. It's sharing my journey, my experiences, and that's what prompted me to start my own businesses. In other episodes, I talked about why I became an attorney and how the experiences that faced me and that shaped me, these are what led me to become an attorney, and I share these stories with my clients. So share your personal story. Come up with your why. Why do you do this, right? Why should somebody engage with you? You get them. So here the theme is step into your client's shoes. I understand you is the goal of your personal story. Another piece of digital asset you can create is a video training module similar to this and make a webinar out of it, right? Or a video out of it that you can sell. Or you can also offer in-person workshops and events. So these are all the different type of digital assets that you can publicize, you can use, you can monetize on, and you can engage with clients, okay? So we talked about your market, you talked about your message, you talked about digital assets. So these are things that we find in my business. People have reached out and said, "Hey, Sid, can you do all these? Can you show me how to build a website?" Well, yeah, this is how you do it. Sid, can you show me how to build a landing page so that I can convert? Okay, well, this is how you do it. How about a digital PDF? Well, write a white paper, write a content story, right? Spread your message. Create training webinars and videos similar to this that you can monetize, showing people something. Create in-person workshop events and stuff that you can engage people with. So, in other words, you have to go at the dartboard with many different darts, not just one. And that's just the name of the game, right? Just like anything else in life, you need to have multiple approaches to the same thing. Let's talk about the marketing hooks. So, what do you need? You need a landing page. What's the aim of the landing page? Engage, screen, and capture information. Okay, so we're taking them one step at a time. That's all we are looking for. So on page one, what do you want? You need 2 pages here. Page one, we want information relating to the problem and solution, right, from both ends. On page two, you need, this is called a thank you or call to action page. So here, we want to engage and insert exactly the mechanism that you're looking for. So the call to action. So in this case, it can be an in-person appointment, as I do it in the law firm. It can be a phone call, so you can have a calendar out there so that people can put phone calls with you. Or it could be perhaps a product that you can sell, additional product, or maybe even a service that they can subscribe to or sign up to. Right? So identify which one of these mechanisms can work in your consulting firm and which one of those can you deploy easily. So in terms of the sequence, we're looking at your Facebook ads or Google ads that go out, or in this case, my radio and podcast. This is a nice fancy commercial in a way. It's a long explanation that's going to help you, but it's a conversion piece. If you're still watching this, you find this valuable. This is helping you in some way, right? So Facebook ads go to a landing page. They go to the second call to action, thank you page, and then you have the website and emails, and then you have emails in the back sending them specific actions, call to actions. All right, so that's how you get the marketing hooks in place. So you have a landing page, you have 2 landing pages, promising something, giving something away. You have some sequence built in so that they're automatically engaging behind the scenes. Let's talk about client engagement. So hooks, we're talking about email. Okay, so strong email sequence that helps you really hammer down your message. Call to action in the email. Okay, either phone call again, send a referral. So maybe you have a good article that you write, you can share that via email and get your email subscribers to share that message on their social media or with somebody else, right? That's how you build a referral database. Call to action can be phone call, share, or maybe calendar appointment, or for workshops, or for some other sale, right? Or maybe it's a survey, finding out what you need, finding out what your clients need. Pricing system, make sure you have something. Well, again, this is a little tricky for most people. How do I price my services? Well, it's up to you, right? Look at what competitors are doing. Think about what your value is in the marketplace. So it's tough to really identify this and solidify this from many different angles, but what you probably want to do is create a 2-tiered services. So tier 1, you have premium clients. So in this example, we offer two programs for people who want to start consulting firms. One is $1,000 a month, where we work with them once a week for an hour, and we help them hammer down each and every one of these concepts, help them launch the business, help them put it together, help them make money out of it, right? It works both ways. 1,000 for something like that is very affordable and extremely um, competitive in the marketplace, right? It's a very good price. Number two tier we have is for the mass public, right? Where we have, and so I just want to point out tier one, what we do is we have $1,000 once a week, or we have $2,000. It's twice a week. Once again, we're looking at very affordable pricing, and we take sometimes equity in those companies. That's how we compensate our time. So the actual time that we're putting in is for the money, right? It's still sort of a billable hour model, not truly scalable. But it's the equity and the revenue shares that we're interested in, so that we have an incentive, we have skin in the game, as they call it, and we make it work. And so that's why those two programs work really well. That's our premium clients who are aggressive and want to get it done in the next 30 days. They're like, Sid, let's get this done. 90 days, I want to see profit. Okay, 1,000 or 2,000 bucks a month, however fast you want to do it. Let's nail it out. The second is perhaps something for the mass public. We're still sort of not sure and want to identify, okay, what is it that I want to do? Well, maybe for somebody like that, $300 a month, $500 a month, 2 meetings every other week is suitable. And that's a program that has worked really well for us. We have onboarded a ton of clients in this price range and help them, walk them through this entire program of starting their own consulting firms. $500 a month, right? The entire system given to you. So these are the two ways that we attract clients to to these programs, and identifying your business, which one of these you can implement, right? Or maybe 2 or 3 different tiers that you can incorporate, give people options, and they can identify which one works really well with them. By the way, at the end of the workshop, if you still want to get the copy of this, feel free to send me an email directly, or send me a phone call, give me a phone call, or send me a message directly on this startaconsultingfirm.com, and specifically reference back to this video so I can send it to you. Okay, so make sure you do that. Let's talk about client screening mechanisms. Think about who your perfect client needs to be, right? All these people now, you set up ads, you made a website, you created some products and services, and you've identified your message, right? Once you identify your message, everything else is based on that. And identify the need. That's the solution you're going to come up with. So how do you identify who's the right client? So think about who the perfect client is for you, and really narrow down on that. So for us, it's entrepreneurs, men or women. Recently, we've been working a lot more with women entrepreneurs, helping them make the transition into the next phase of life, right? Many of them that we're being approached by are women, who are sort of looking for a reinvention process, a way to bring their business ideas to life, bring their skills to life. They've been in a maternity sort of position and role for such a long time that because of kids and marriage and everything else and keeping up with the race has drained them, and now they're looking to step out of these traditional roles, do something different with their life, be able to have more flexibility, be able to earn revenue so that they can get empowered themselves. And starting a consulting firm is the absolute perfect way to do that. And so for that reason, we have been getting so many women entrepreneurs reaching out to me and asking me to help them, guide them, become their mentor, and walk them through this process of launching a business. So it's a beautiful time, my friends, to start a business. The mechanisms, as I'm showing you who are here, are so easy that with just a couple $100, you can start a business and start making a lot of revenue quickly. So For us, a perfect client would be entrepreneurs, like I said, 27 and up, who are ready. Really, I do take 20. I do take or have entrepreneurs that are in their early 20s as well. But me, ideally, I find that 27 and up are the ones who really value my advice for some odd reason, and for me, that's worked. So in your market, identify exactly who they are. 27 and up who have a keen interest in entrepreneurship. A really good client is somebody who is ready to take action right now, right? Go, go, go in 30 days. That's somebody I'm looking for, right? Somebody who is hungry, who's fierce, who's fearless, who wants to make this happen now. Who's not a good fit for me? Somebody who just has an idea that they cannot execute in the next, few months, let's say 3 months or 1 year. Sometimes people come up to me and say, "Hey, I have this idea. When do you plan to execute it?" We go into the details, and this is something I want to launch next year. Well, come back to me next year when you're ready. Why waste time now, right? You're not going to take action on it if it's a plan more than 3 to 6 months away. Let's be realistic. So if you're not going to do that, then yeah, be in that mindset of, hey, let's, you know. So long story short, you want to identify who your perfect client is, who they are, what they're looking for, can they work with you right now, and if they are, then that's your perfect client, and that's ideally, hopefully, what you're looking for as well. So who are you looking to avoid? People who are looking for free advice all the time. Sure, you can give free advice, come to a workshop or watch this kind of video. People who are not, who are trying to save every last penny they have, they're probably not a good fit for starting a consulting firm. There is, although there's no capital required to really starting a firm, minimal capital like $1,000 or something, it's a business. There are some legal compliance mechanisms that you have to set up. There's certain things like getting a website. There's compliance related issues. There's all kinds of stuff to that come up. So somebody who's looking to save every last penny to make this work may not be the best fit, right? When you're in such tight deadlines. Well, maybe for that person you need a second job. And until you can make things better, when you have the time and the money and the mental resource, the mindset, most importantly, that's probably when you're ready. So to me, I'm trying to avoid people like that who are looking to start next year. Well, come back to me next year, right? I want to work with people who are ready to go now, who need a solution now, who are ready to make things happen now. And it's important for you to identify clearly in your business who it is that you want to work with, who are your A-list clients, and who are not ready. And everybody who doesn't fit in, I'm not ready, brush it away. You're not going to, otherwise you'll be wasting your time, okay? So client conversion mechanisms. What are the ways to convert them? Number one is phone calls. Number two is email sequences. Number three is workshops. So phone calls, and I'm going to say in-person or online calls. Here it's either email sequences or some digital form of media that converts. Here it's workshops and in-person appointments. Okay, so all these are the different mechanisms that you could use in your consulting firm that work really, really well. Identify your pitch. All right. So our pitch, for example, for people looking to start a consulting firm is we are going to show you the exact. So learn how to transform ideas into products and into an online. Learn how to transform ideas into an online consulting firm. Okay, so learn how to transform ideas and skills into a profitable consulting firm. That's our pitch. What can you help me with? I'm going to show you how to start a consulting firm more quickly. Why? Because you can make more money. Do I need more money? Absolutely. How can I do this? Well, let me show you. It's a simple step-by-step system. 9 systems. We walk through each one. We build it out. We launch it. It's done. Right? That's how you pitch it. Let's talk about referrals and ROI. So once you attract and convert your ideal clients, you pinpoint who they are, you want to have a system in place that can start generating referrals, right? And the ROI that you can generate from referrals are massive. A free referral is one free business for you. More revenue, less overhead. So ideally, you want to start building a process, a systematic step-by-step process where you can start generating these sort of referrals automatically. So in terms of ROI from referrals, I mean, I'm going to put 1,000% because that's how much your business can grow quickly with referrals. In terms of the different sequences, what you're looking for, so what you want to have is, so let's say your Facebook ad or a Google ad goes out here. This is one we've tested in the past and worked really well. So we have the landing page, the first sequence, they sign in. And so here you can incentivize them with something else that prompts a share. So let's say if it's save 10%, next page, so they sign in, next page, save an additional 5 or 10% or 15%, a bigger save. So now you're saving a total of 25%. All you have to do is share this and you'll automatically save it. So on the third page then is where your call to action is, not on the second page, right? Second page is a sharing page. And third page will be the call to action page. So this page here is your referral generation page. In terms of technologies, there's a variety of tools out there in the marketplace. Our software, Influencer 360, is my technology company that I own. We sold it a few years ago, but the underlying software and codes are what are driven for this. It's based on gaining referrals and spreading referrals and tracking the activity from referrals 5 layers deep. So go ahead, take a look, influencer360.com. And if that software in terms of gaining referrals seems interesting to you, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to walk you through a demo of it. Lastly, number 9. So far, as a quick recap, we have talked about how to identify the market, how to place or strategically create your message, how to create the digital assets in your business that you can use, how to create the marketing hooks, the email engagement and content engagement system. We've talked about identifying and screening the right clients, how to convert clients using 3-4 different hooks and mechanisms and sequences in place with slightly different objectives. We've talked about how to generate referrals and use technologies such as Influencer, which are designed to automate the process of gaining referrals. The last thing we want to do is talk about technology, because all this is possible with technology. So on the client attraction side, you need Facebook, you need Google. If you want to be a local business, you can use Yelp. And there's a bunch of other digital platforms that perhaps you can tap into that are more specific to your business. Client conversion, you need landing pages. So here we're talking about Influencer 360, my software, or there's a bunch of others in the marketplace like ClickFunnels, and there's also Lead Pages and a bunch others. In terms of client delivery, there is once again, so you need Google Documents. I'm just talking about very simple stuff with minimal cost to you to start a business, right? So this is about business building. So let's talk about all the technologies that you need to build a business from scratch. So here, all these are free. Landing pages, yeah, there's a little bit of cost for any of these, all of these. So let's say a couple $100 a month. Well, let's go with about $300 a month, maybe $200 or $300 a month. Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Calendar, MailChimp, Gmail, all free. Business operations. Internally, you might need QuickBooks, maybe G Suite, Stripe, PayPal. Excuse me, that's for the, as you can imagine, the collection of payments. Or maybe some more industry specific softwares that can help you manage a company. On the marketing side, once again, all you need is Facebook and Google. And apart from that, you need a website, so a WordPress site, or if you're a bit more specific to different type of models, you can use pre-built e-commerce type like Shopify and some others. But other than that, once again, this stuff could be, so let's call it $100 a month. These, you have to do some advertising, which is going to depend on your market. I'm not going to give you a code for that, but let's say Google, Facebook, again, these are free. Shopify, others. I'm not sure if there's a monthly cost or one-time cost, but let's say $500 to $1,000 for a good website. So here we are now with the 9 different steps that I walked you through, the step-by-step system to build an entire consulting firm from scratch. In the last 1 hour I showed you that. And with that, it brings me towards the end of our show today. And before I leave, I'd like to say, let's just do a quick recap. So, starting a consulting firm, 9 steps. And in front of you, I just built these out. Now, all I have to do is transfer this information into different program formats, into different templates to show you exactly how this is happening. And that's the website. Once Facebook ads are created and launched, they go to the website and start engaging from there. You probably need on the legal side a bunch of compliance letters and internal agreements, which again, they're readily available. So number 1 is your market. Number 2 is your message. Number 3 is creating the digital assets using the message. Number 4 is the marketing hooks. Number 5 is how you engage clients. Number 6 is screening them. Number 7 is converting them and the mechanisms to convert them. Number 8 is gaining more referrals to grow. Lastly, it's identifying technology. So with that 9 systems, this process of starting a consulting firm should now be at least somewhat clear, even if it's not crystal clear, somewhat clear, and help you identify what you can bring to life, what you can do with information, with knowledge, with ideas that you already possess. Okay? I wish you good luck. Once again, I welcome you to jump on to startaconsultingfirm.com, engage with me, reach out to me, send me a quick email or call me if you want a copy of this Google document as a template, which I have for you to use, and as well as this particular example to use as a guide with this video or audio clip to help you walk through it. That's it for today's show. I hope this has been extremely helpful for you. I can't wait to hear about your idea and how you're going to bring your business to life. Once again, this is Attorney Sid Pedenti from Entrepreneur Empowered Organization, a non-profit company helping you, the entrepreneur, get empowered. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.